You already know this is Punch Wrong Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know this past weekend we had Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury won, giving a world-class beatdown on Deontay Wilder. Yeah, I really want to talk about the culture of boxing and the culture post this fight. A lot of people, it seems like they writing Deontay Wilder off of just one loss. Write him off. It went from him not being a technical boxer, he can't box, till he can't fight. That's how extreme the critique have come. That's how extreme it's gone through epic proportion now. And it's crazy that even credible opinions in the sport of boxing have alluded to those type of statements. We need to change the cultures. Look, in boxing, fans like to always complain that we don't see the best fighting the best. All these guys don't challenge themselves. Oh, this guy, he's ducking this guy. This guy is avoiding this guy. Here we have the heavyweight division, which we've been yearning for, to be at the pinnacle of in boxing. We got the best fighting the best. We got Tyson Fury fighting Deontay Wilder. The best fighting the best. One guy loses, and now he's written off. Now, can't fight, can't box, nothing, right? You discrediting Deontay Wilder. Let me be very, very clear. You discrediting, devaluing, disrespecting Deontay Wilder. You know what it does? It actually devalues Tyson Fury's win. Because if he's a bum, if he can't box, if he can't fight, then what did Tyson Fury do? Be the Uber driver that throws wild punches? If Deontay Wilder can't box, and we got to be very frank here. Look, you could be a Tyson Fury fan and not like the other guy. Of course, we fans. We have choices. We have bragging rights that we like to. We love to watch sports as fans. And we like to say, "I told you so," and all that and things of that nature. Of course, I understand all of that. But to discredit, to devalue a guy just because you just don't understand his style, maybe he just got a different style. Don't compare these guys to legendary boxers. We need to stop this culture of writing off boxers just because they lose once. The MMA don't do that. UFC don't do that. And those media platforms like ESPN and the guys that works for ESPN, they need to be they're responsible. A lot of these people got to be more responsible to the words they choose, because it's very detrimental not only to the boxer but to the sport. The signal that you send out there is almost like you're robbing the people by promoting a guy as the baddest man on the planet, and then after the fight you say, "Oh, but he can't fight, he can't box." Them thinking that they're watching a boxing fight. Them thinking they're watching a fighter, a warrior, modern day gladiators, because that's the way I see these guys. I mean, if you're tuning in right now, it's because you do like boxing and you want to know some information about boxing and you want to be into the boxing content, right? You won't be tuning into this video. So I know that you love boxing just by tuning in to what another boxing mind has to say. Correct? We all humble here. People need to stop doing that. That's what's wrong with boxing. And hardcore boxing fans need to lead the way. Because the casuals are led astray. You understand what I'm saying? We got to lead the way. We got to educate the casuals coming in. We can't let the casuals and we can't let the casual media change the narrative about the sport or fighter. We can't let that happen. This past year, who we had Anthony Joshua losing to Andy Ruiz. Nobody thought that Andy Ruiz was going to be Anthony Joshua. Let's be very, very frank. Nobody thought that. Mass majority of the people didn't think that Anthony Ruiz was going to be Anthony Joshua. And then what happened? Anthony Ruiz put the beat downs on Anthony Joshua. And then what the media did to Anthony Joshua. What the fans did to Anthony Joshua. Oh, Anthony Joshua, he's not a fighter. He's a bodybuilder. He wants to be a model. He's not mentally there. He's not mentally dead already. He shouldn't even fight no more. He shouldn't even fight Anthony Ruiz again. He should fire his trainer. And then 5 months later, Anthony Joshua, the champion of the world. And now, oh, Anthony Joshua, the best fight in boxing. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury is going to make a lot of money in the UK. You see how things change in the sport of boxing so quick? You know why it changes like that? That's our responsibility. That's why we do that. We devalue them, we discredit them, then they win again, and then we love them again. Deontay Wilder is an elite heavyweight fighter. Defended his title 10 times. 11 times lost to the last time. Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest of all time. Bronze medal in the Beijing Olympics. And you're going to tell me the guy can't box? The guy can't fight? What type of dog shit is that? Excuse my language. Whether you like it or not, whether you like or respect him or not, whether he's your favorite fighter or not. A guy that has knocked out 40 fighters, almost paralyzed. Knocked them down and knocked them out. You gonna say that he can't fight? What type of shit is that? What kind of idiocy statement is that? It's like telling Shaquille O'Neal can't play basketball. He's not a basketball player. He's just a big guy that could dunk. Al Pacino, he can't. He's not an actor. He just act real. This lady, she gave birth to she pushed 40 babies out her stomach, but she don't know how to give labor. Come on, man. We gotta be realistic here, man. We have to be realistic here. We have what's the word that I'm looking for? Man, again, we got a responsibility to really report the boxing the way it should, teach and what's going on in the sport of boxing, and respect these fighters. These are modern day war, modern day gladiators. They put their life on the line for pure entertainment. So the least we could do is respect them. Respect the sport. One loss and you write him out. People saying, "Oh no, Deontay Wilder, he shouldn't get the rematch. He shouldn't go for the rematch." Nah. That's it. Tyson Fury beat him. I feel like he beat him the first fight. He manhandled him the second fight. Now I understand a lot of people's mad that he blamed it on his costume. I did a video about it. Of course, in the end of the day, we gotta take these guys' words, and you know we gotta hold them accountable to their words and some of the dumb shit that they say. Excuse my language, but for the most part, these dudes are modern day wars, modern day gladiators, man. What they do inside that ring, the way they prepare, the way they sacrifice their life for their family, it ain't no joke. It doesn't need to take a death, somebody to get paralyzed in the ring, or somebody to need to die in the ring, so then we just be quiet and humble and pay their respect. Thus Patrick Day. It's not fair, y'all. I'm not writing Deontay Wilder off. I believe that he should fight Tyson Fury for the rematch and have a trilogy fight. And I go out on a limb and say Deontay Wilder will do very well in the next fight. And we will want him to do very well in the next fight. And we want Tyson Fury to do well in the next fight. And we want to be entertained. And we want them to enhance their legacy. That's what we want. That's why we watch the sport. It's because they capture our attention. It was the biggest fight because they're the biggest heavyweights out there. And for the people that want to criticize and people want to say that he can't box, and we already knew that that Tyson Fury is going to win. Who was the favorite to win the first fight? Deontay Wilder. Who was the favorite to win the second fight? Deontay Wilder. And that's why when Tyson Fury won, if you bet on it, you got a lot of money. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't like, oh, Deontay Wilder can't fight and can't box. That's not what the favor and the odds say. That's not what the betting lines say. So now why we turn into idiots after the fight? Oh, the way he lost. Do you think it's easy to prepare for a 6'9", 273-pounder that got skills that can move like that? Because a lot of people always want to bring down they want to bring the past. Like, oh, the past, the boxers, the fighters in the past, they better. Ain't nobody like Tyson Fury. Ain't nobody his height. You think it's easy for Deontay Wilder to be the tallest guy his whole career, amateur career, and then he has to fight a guy that's way taller than him? Carry over 50 pounds more than them? You think that's easy? It ain't supposed to be easy. Even if you're an elite boxer, it will be tough to beat a Tyson Fury because he possesses a height and a weight and movement that is not natural for a guy that size to move that way and fight that way. Who do you have in sparring to prepare for Tyson Fury? Can you tell me another sparring partner that you could be like, oh, he does the same thing that Tyson Fury does? He could give me the type of looks. That's like in the littleweight division when people trying to prepare for a Manny Pacquiao. You let me know who's a sparring. Tell me how you could prepare for a Manny Pacquiao. Fellas, y'all really gotta question these guys that be on these reporters that be analyzing, because they sound as dumb as they could be. And that's why there's that's why there's a channel like Punch Run Boxing, baby. Hardcore boxing fans, so we can all have we can have a platform where all of us, I'm not saying that I'm right, but I'm not saying that I'm wrong. I'm a student of the game, and I do my due diligence to study. So when I deliver the content, I know what the hell I'm talking about. I would never mislead anybody and thinking another way. And that's what I think is happening right now. We're misleading the public with these type of the way we analyze boxers. Not we, but there's a lot of people that is misleading fans. Misleading you by saying that Deontay Wilder can't box. Misleading you by saying that Deontay Wilder can't fight. Misleading you by saying that, oh, this guy don't stand a chance. Because of course we can't contradict ourselves in the sport of boxing. You hear it all the time. Oh, you gotta punch his chance. Oh, especially in the heavyweight division, any punch could change the nature of the fight. And if it's one punch that could change the nature of the fight, who you think got that one punch? When you think about a guy that just got that one punch, who do you think about? Oh, you know whether you like him or not, whether you respect him or not. When you think about that one punch eraser that could change the whole game, the whole fight, it's Deontay Wilder. So why would I want to see the rematch? If we know in the first fight, it probably only took 1 second for the referee to be like, that's it, knocked out. And we probably would never see it. We would have never seen a rematch. We need to value the fighters, win or lose. Especially if they've given us 12 years of what they've done. One loss defines you. How would you like it if just one loss or one mistake in your life or one failure defines you and you don't get that chance back and everybody's writing you off? How do you feel? Ask yourself that question, Mr. Human, because we're all humans here. The craziest stuff is to write them off. Are we boxing fans? Are we fighting fans? Or we're just a bunch of people tuning in and paying for that to see downfalls and laugh about it and tweet about it and can't wait to talk and brag about it? The I told you so attitude. I told you he wasn't great. I told you he wasn't good. I told you he wasn't going to win. Is that what you pay for? In the end of the day, like I said in my channel, man, God first, everything second. Fight plus survive equals true champion, because we all champions out here. But these men and women that go inside that ring, that risk it off. They're on modern day wars, modern day gladiators. Best believe that. Subscribe to the channel. Like it, share it, hit the notification bell so you get my updated videos. I'm just checking my fellow boxing fans, y'all. Let's just have more respect for these fighters. Let's have more respect for these two men. That it was the best fight and the best. Because everybody else, all these boxers and all these promoters and all these advisors, all these managers, they see what's going on here. And the more we treat fighters like that, we're going to see less of the best of the best. It ain't coming soon. Change that culture. Let's change the culture. Let's change the narrative. Let's applaud these dudes instead of boo. Let's not take the way they promote the fight and they talk trash to one another. Don't take it to the heart. Because at the end of the fight, you see how they hug each other. That's the way they really are. Humble. In that ring, it's barbaric, but those guys are gentlemen in the ring. Not in the ring, I mean in person. We can't be barbaric. Us fans, we can't be barbaric. Anyway, man, on to the next.